Awesome.
Okay, well, let's see here. We'll need to get, I guess, catalogs. It's over there. So thank you all so much for coming today. I quite think this is probably my biggest show ever. And a special thank you to you ladies in the Splash Zone. Fun stuff, right? So I actually wanted to first ask Trisha. She's my host. Why did you invite me here today?
I love free stuff.
You do?
And I actually really love the magic pie.
The magic pie, yes, absolutely. So all of our hosts go on this fantastic shopping spree after their show, and they're going to get free half-priced items, discounts, everything. And it's amazing, so you're going to be able to get your pie. So guess what? We're going to go ahead and start cooking now. How does that sound? Just as soon as I give you a little present, because we have to start off with something for free for our shopping spree. So this is the Season's Best Recipe Collection. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite tools. It's just got some great pictures in it, and for me, who's not a great cook, guess what? It helps. So I'm going to give this to you. There's also something that, as usual, I'm dropping things on the floor. I've dropped it on the floor. It's the credit coupon, which is just in case you look at what I do today and think, well, I could do that. Then you can give the business a try too. It's only, let me put this on, I'll be right back. Okay. So there you go, Trisha. Thank you so much. And did Trisha tell you all what we were making today? No, she didn't. Trisha. So we're actually making a fantastic fresh cucumber lime dip, which we're going to top onto a Greek chicken pita. How does that sound? Oh, yummy, delicious. And where we start with that recipe is with our deep covered baker, aka your magic pot, right? And for me, these ladies all have their name tags on, right? You guys all have name tags. Fantastic. And they've got your first name and your favorite products, right? Well, if I had a name tag on me, it would say Amanda Magic Pot. Because this thing is like magic right in my kitchen. For somebody who is not a stellar cook, this thing is amazing, and it's fast, and it goes in the microwave. I love that. So I can have food really fast for my family. Now, we've already got the chicken tenderized, it's seasoned, it has a little bit of salt and pepper on it, some Greek rub, and I'll tell you this, I only have one rule for the magic pot with that chicken. It must not be naked, okay? It can't be naked. So we've got to put something on it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave, and then we're gonna move on a little bit. Okay. And so let me tell you a little bit about what else you could do in the pot, because you can do chicken, you can do pork, and yes, I am saying meat in the microwave. So, but I promise, I see the looks on some of your faces, it's gonna be juicy and delicious, I promise. You can also do things like soups, stews, chilies, pasta, casseroles, even dessert. Chocolate is my favorite. Does anybody like chocolate? Yes, absolutely. So have you ever been to a restaurant where they serve you a chocolate lava cake in this size? And it costs like $5. What are they thinking? I don't know. I would so much rather have the deep covered baker size chocolate lava cake. Ooey gooey delicious. And it's enough to feed me and my friends. Okay? So love that. And we're gonna go ahead now, since the chicken is doing its thing in the microwave, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our cucumber lime dip. Okay? So this is super easy. And we're just starting with some cream cheese here in the batter bowl. Now, who has the batter bowl? All of you, fantastic. The batter bowl is everybody's best friend. And you all might notice, though, that this has been restyled. But I think you can love it. I actually put my old one in the garage in a box for my daughter for later. So, and then I get to play with the new one. But you're just gonna love that. We've just got the cream cheese in there right now, which of course you can kind of squish around a little bit just to make sure it's all ready to add ingredients. And this is really my favorite kind of recipe because you can just put everything in one pot, one bowl. You don't have to do a whole lot of crazy measuring either, it's just fantastic. So we're actually gonna add a little bit of garlic, one of my favorite tools here. In it goes. And I also have a little bit of onion all chopped up in here. I didn't think you all wanted me to chop a ton of onion in front of you, so we're just gonna go ahead and put that in. And just so you know, the batter bowl, the small mixing scraper, and the garlic press all come in the kit. Now, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We need to get the cucumber chopped up, okay? So, this is probably right up there in my top 5 products. This is the manual food processor. I just love it. It actually has 3 parts, just the bowl, your blades, and the lid that has the pump handle. Now, this is my favorite piece because if you look at it, unlike a lot of food processors, you're going to notice that it has 3 blades instead of just 2, and they're all at varying heights, right? So that's going to enable you to be able to chop, not just on the same level. It's actually going to chop and toss at the same time. And we're going to want to put some of our cucumber right in here. And this is a great little example because it's going to show you exactly how well it mixes it up. You'll be able to see that dark green interspersed with all the light colors. So we'll do that in just a second. But first I want to know what you all would chop in the manual food processor.
Oh, I love mine for onions. Perfect.
Onions, absolutely, because nobody wants to watch us cry while we're cooking. No, so you put it in here, and you just like this. Very quick, easy, and can you believe it just did that?
It's amazing. Could you do salsa in it?
Absolutely, you can do salsas, pestos, hummus. You can even do things like smoothies, which I wasn't really aware of until maybe 3 weeks ago when I accidentally broke the blender in the kitchen. So I figured out that it was really easy to make a fresh, nice smoothie for my kids in the morning using frozen bananas, and they think they're getting a milkshake. So it's super simple. Gotta love that, and this one comes in the kit too. So, I've been... Oh, that's exactly where I was going next. You know what, we have 2 kits. If you look at the back of your catalog, there's one that's $99, and it comes with $345 worth of product and supplies. Is that not amazing? And then there's another even bigger kit that's $159, and it has about $590 worth of product and supplies. Don't they look great? They are the best deal in the catalog, I swear. So if you're looking at what I'm doing and thinking, gosh, I really think I could do that, then you're probably right. So let's go ahead and finish up with the recipe. First, I guess we're gonna get our cucumber out of here, right? Let's get that cucumber in the batter bowl. And let's move on to our lime, because of course we said it was cucumber. Lime, we need to add the lime. So, this product right here, it's a zester. Does anybody know what zest does for your food?
Oh, it adds flavor, lots of flavor.
It does, fantastic. But you know what? I will be perfectly honest. Before the Pampered Chef, I didn't know what zest was. And if a recipe called for zest, I just kind of was going to skip that step. So, I don't know. I didn't know what it was. So anyways, my best tip for you with the microplane zester would be just to get in there and just get the colored portion. You don't want to get down into the white. That's called the pith. And if you get it in your mouth, it will pick you off. You don't want to go there. Yeah. So, you know what? Oh, I've just dropped a half of the lime. Hang on. Okay. Maybe we won't use that half for the citrus press. We'll come back to it in a minute. I guess somebody really knew what they were doing when they gave me an apron that said, pampered, not perfect. We're professional, neither one. So, absolutely, let's take that lime and we'll just go ahead and cut that in half now, and we're going to put it in the citrus press. Now, of course, this one, and say it comes in the kit too. The citrus press, also in the kit, absolutely. This one's actually in the smaller kit. And what I like to do with the citrus press is make sure that I am putting the fruit face down, because that cut side down. If you put it the other way, which is what I did the first time I used it, right in my eye. It was just not good. So you put it the other way, that way the juice runs right down through the holes, hello, and it'll get where it's supposed to be instead of in your eyeball. My other tip for your citrus fruits, make sure you're keeping them out on the counter rather than in the fridge. Especially, you can put them in the fridge, but at least have them out on the counter the day you're going to use them, because if they're at room temperature, they're going to be so much easier to press. Okay? All right, so that's kind of how my show goes. Some of that was unplanned, but that's okay, because that's me in a nutshell on the show. I'm kind of a mess. I'm just not really a great cook, but you know what? That is okay. Why? It makes people think that they really might be able to do what I do, okay? Now, the other thing that I use that I feel keeps this show nice and simple so that somebody can do it would be that I use things that the company gives me, like the booking and recruiting slide, which I just love this thing. And I'm just going to really quickly show you how I use this now as just a fantastic help to me in showing people what this business is all about. So I'm going to go back into show mode and kind of show you the back half of my show. This is going to come after I cook, talk products, bookings, and then we would finish with the business opportunity. So, are you all ready to talk about the last product this evening? Yeah? Okay, fantastic. So, guess what? It's about doing what I do, the Pampered Chef business opportunity. Ah, yes, and we're actually going to play a game. Do you guys like prizes? Yay! Awesome! So fantastic. So the best way to get a prize would be to ask me lots of questions, okay? Now, I'm sure you're probably thinking, I have no idea what to ask. So I'm going to give you just a little bit of help. So I'm going to tell you, when I got started, I was a foreign language teacher for 7.5 years. And at that point, I had children. They're actually right back here. I bring them to every show. Aren't they cute? So this is Rachel. She was 3 when I started, and Aiden, he's upside down, but I'm not going to flip it. You can come look at him later. He was 18 months old. And it was about 18 months into my stay-at-home mom journey when I realized I'm gonna go crazy. I need to get out of the house, and I really didn't know how I was going to do that. These kids, they're deceptively cute, but they also don't speak the languages that I was trained to teach. And so that was very confusing for me. I really felt like I needed something, and I didn't know what that was. But one night, I escaped to a Pampered Chef party. I was so excited, oh my goodness. And so that night I went there and I encountered another issue. I fell in love with the product. I had never really seen a lot of it before, and I had a wish list about lawn, and I just figured, you know, there is no way I'm going to be able to afford what I want on a stay-at-home mom salary. Which, I know some of you are thinking, oh, that's so sweet, she's going to say hugs and kisses. No. I swear I got paid in poop and boogers. What is that? So anyways, I really did want the product, and when the consultant told me, you know what, why don't you just give this a try? It's, you know, it's more like dating than marriage. Give it a try, see what you think, and that way you can get those kid products. And I did, and here I am, like 630 shows later. Can you believe that? Okay, so, woohoo! So, I'm just going to go ahead and show you some reasons why other consultants just love this business, okay? So, woo! Here we are. Yes, look at all this. And first I'll turn this way here. Check that out. Take a look at it. What jumps out at you guys?
Free vacation.
Free vacations. Yes, you can ask me about that.
Free products.
Free products. Yeah, you like that? So you can ask me about any of this. Money. Oh, she said money. And that's why I'm still doing this. Good job. So, anything from flexibility to the money to those free products you guys were talking about, definitely ask something about the free vacations. They're fabulous. You can cook. Oh my gosh. So just so many different reasons. It the list just kind of goes on and on, but that is the general idea for why people love this business. So, that's my show pretty much. From there, I would go into some sort of an activity like a ticket game or maybe stealing hearts. I've been trying lately to keep things simple. My show is simple, the recipe is simple, everything is just really, really easy. And then can you imagine, so if I'm doing that and I'm recruiting, people are able to duplicate me very, very easily. But this is the genius of my book, is that then we can train our people to be simple and easy at shows and just keep it so easy. I think what you guys are going to find is if you can train that you are going to become so duplicatable that your team is going to just explode.
Thank you, assistants. You were absolutely fabulous. Great job. Let's give the assistants a big round of applause. Great cheers. Wow. You're so shooting. Okay. Amanda, I also have a couple questions for you, but I do want to mention, as we all know, there's always, more ways to really have a successful show, right? They're hands-on. We just saw Esther do, which obviously is very duplicatable.
Absolutely.
You keep it very simple,
Yes.
which you just said. The reason is duplicatable, right? It comes with your recruiting and building your team. So again, you had the deep cover baker,
Yes.
you did the chicken, but then you also did the cucumber lime.
Right.
So why did you select that recipe in particular?
Right, well, the cucumber lime dip centers around the kit products, so that's easy. And of course, I need easy, so I like to do that. And then adding the deep covered baker definitely shows off, because we're going to do that chicken in there. It takes it even just from a dip recipe, in case you're thinking, oh, it's just a dip.
Yeah.
Takes it even a step further so that it's actually dinner. And so you could get dinner on the table very simply too, which I do all the recipes that I do at shows. They're right there at my house. Nope, not getting any harder than that.
Keeping it really, really easy. And
Yes.
of course, now that we have the kit that is really reflective of the cucumber lime dip,
It's fantastic.
it offers that opportunity to really sell the opportunity to people in terms of what are the benefits.
Yes.
And again, very duplicatable. So the other question that I have for you is, how are your show sales just using a lot of the kit products? Because I think a lot of people feel that, oh my gosh, I have to bring everything in the kitchen sink, which again doesn't make the business look easy,
Right.
and it's not easy on our shoulders and back. And so, does that really impact your bookings by just bringing what you had up here?
No, and I am very simple with the packing of my kit too. It's almost always just what I'm doing that day, whatever recipe it is. I do a lot of very simple recipes. So whatever it is that day, perhaps I have whatever the guest special is. And I might also do something that's coming up as a host special if I'm looking for bookings a month out. So just very simple. And then what I like to do is just make use of the catalog, because they all have one sitting in their laps. And I even have them look for the page numbers and prices. I use a little shopping bag because I can't keep that up here.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. So I don't think I'm really affected too much. My show sales tend to range from, I don't know, like $650 to $700 per show.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah, I live in a little town in Virginia, so we don't live in a really super big area, and actually I think my sales would probably be better if I wasn't getting 2 to 4 bookings per show and 1 to 3